Hi everyone, it's Deborah Stern from Foodprint for Life, and this is my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to talk about something that I've learned over the years, and I really feel that this information is so helpful, especially as we get older, to prevent our knees from really hurting and always having to get knee replacements. Because let me tell you, I have so many older clients that have knee issues, they've had knee replacements, they can't stand up very well. And what I've discovered over the years is what happens is it's all in posture and it's all in form. And if we can just understand how to kind of transfer our weight from the front to the back, we're gonna spare our knees. And what I'm talking about, okay, is that most of us, again, are pronated. Our shoulders are forward, we walk forward, this is just how our society is, right? When I watch people walk up the stairs, they are in their knees. They're running up the stairs like this. Well, all I do is feel this in my knees. Now, the biggest thing that you could do is slow down, okay? And I always tell people, I'm like, why are you running up the stairs? Nobody's telling you to run up the stairs. So when we are going to be aware of our bodies, we do not want to have the greater amount of weight in the front of the body, because again, this now is pulling my shoulders forward and it's keeping things in my knees. If I think of pulling my belly button kind of into my lower back and keeping my spine tall and keeping things in the back of the body, so it's kind of transferring the weight from the front to the back. Now, a lot of that means where your feet are, okay? And when you're in your toes, when you walk through your toes, that's all in the knees. I'm gonna talk about walking through the heels. Now, I don't mean like walking through the heels like this, but what I mean is like when you have a flat foot, that you emphasize going through the heel, which is going to all get into the glutes and the hamstrings, keeping your body up and preventing your knees from hurting. Now, I'm going to use a little table just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. If you do this at home, if you want to do any step-ups, please make sure that whatever you're using is a shorter distance than you think it should be. Some people go so high that what happens is that they're lifting up their legs and they're lifting this way, and then the whole body is just like doing nothing. So if you keep it slow, like on a low level for you, okay, everyone's different, then you can have more control and actually focus on what you're doing. So what I tell people is, you always want to make sure that your heel is on whatever apparatus you use. Sometimes people are like this, and that's not going to work. So you want to make sure that your heel is placed firmly on the apparatus. From here, I'm using my core, and what I'm going to do, instead of thinking, if I start thinking going forward, look at that. I just went right in my knee. So if I went forward and up, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to hurt my knees, then I'm going to hurt my knees, right? So if I keep my foot and my leg like this, and I think of a flat foot, I use my core, and I come up straight through my heel, and then when I come back down, I'm going through my heel. Now, the key to coming back down, as you saw when my other foot was here, if I come back down this close to the table, right? So if I come up this way, and then I come to look at that. My knee is now involved. So I always tell people, please step back enough that there's a 90-degree angle in your leg, and then come on down. Now, people go so fast doing this. They think they have to go fast, and that's the way that they're gonna lose weight, and that's the way they're gonna get in shape. I do not believe in that. I believe in going slow, taking out the momentum, and actually focusing on the muscle. You're focusing on your core. You're focusing on your glutes, your hamstrings. You're using balance. So it should look like this in terms of pulling in that core, keeping that spine tall. I'm gonna put my whole foot up. I'm going straight up. And when I step down, I'm coming back down this way. Now, when I came down, I was really pulling up through my core, because otherwise, if I come down and I'm not pulling up through my core, I'm gonna plop. And then that just kind of defeats the purpose. So I guess the point that I wanna make is think before you do things. When you walk up and down stairs, when you get off a curb, anytime that you're walking and moving, think of keeping your body upright. Think of keeping the weight behind you, not so that you're falling behind you, but just again, kind of, like even squeezing your butt reminds you to kind of use the back of your body. If we start slumping, and again, if we just don't pay attention, we're gonna be in our knees. We have to use the upper part of our body to also relieve some of the heavy weight that these are our bigger muscles, right? So if we can help our bigger muscles with our upper body and our core, then our whole body is being used correctly, and it's all in alignment. And I'm telling you, I mean, again, the only reason I say this is from my own experience, that I know I did things wrong for a long time, and it wasn't until I just kept doing tons and tons of research on what I was doing either wrong or what I should be doing right. And then I have to tell you, it's wonderful, because if you have specific goals, you'll reach them if you're doing the exercises correctly. So if you have any questions, I'm always here for you. Enjoy.